The season finale of A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms cements the show as probably the best of the year, as the story comes to a heartfelt close after the climactic showdown at the Trial of Seven. And if Peter Claffey doesn't win all the awards this year, I swear to the Drowned God, the Old Gods, and the New Gods, to every f***ing god in every f***ing heaven, I'll riot.
We got a bit carried away there.
Like the video if you like what you see, it helps the channel grow. Let's go. And it all kicks off to everybody's favorite jazz cat, Lionel Baratheon, and his maester staring at Dunk and his plethora of injuries from yesterday's showdown.
Been a wonderful tournament. Shame it's all over.
And with so many of the contestants participating in the Trial of Seven, it hardly makes sense to go back and finish the games, to Stefan Fossaway's great disappointment.
If anyone's wounded on the morrow, I'm sure Stefan will be quick to knock on his shield.
The man is dying, my lord.
What?
His wounds, they have mortified it. It's beyond my abilities.
Nah, it's fine. Dunk still has the Bravosi steroids that instantly healed his calf back in the day, not to worry.
An itchy arsehole is beyond your abilities, my friend. Be gone, witch. Come with me to Storm's End, and I will love you like a brother.
I love my brother. I love my lover.
And the Septons say we must love our brothers.
Fine offer, Lionel. All I do is bring pain and suffering to those around me.
Oh, don't blame yourself for Rafe's recklessness, Arlen's alcoholism, or everyone who fought and died for you. That's not your fault. Did you not get enough reassurance as a kid or something?
Yeah, my mother's dead.
Right, sorry.
The only good dragon is a dead dragon. You've done the realm of kindness. You'll see that one day.
Damn, Lionel really doesn't like the Targaryens, just like the Fossaways.
They're incestuous aliens, Duncan.
Us Fossaways. We were here long before these others come to our shores.
Blood magicers and tyrants who've burned our lands, enslaved our people.
And our warrant will be here long after they are gone.
Baelor fought for me. He gave his f***ing life. Can you speak of him with a little respect?
I'm starting to think Lionel just doesn't like a mama's boy.
Your prince fought for you against men sworn to protect him. He risked nothing.
It's a good point, but he did run the risk of dying, which is also exactly what happened.
I fought for you. Harding, Beesbury, the Apple Boy, we fought for you.
And Robin Reisling, don't forget about him. He's very important.
He is.
No, not particularly.
And the gods don't favor a fraud.
Who, like, say, someone who lied about their knighthood?
There's a war coming.
There's a war coming, Ned.
We could be a force, you and I.
We'll join our houses.
Kind of makes you wonder which side Lord Baratheon would be on if, say, another Blackfire rebellion would spring up.
I'll kill every Targaryen I get my hands on.
Good. Caravan departs after the roast.
All right, let's check out Baelor's funeral.
What's that?
A funeral, Sansa. It's what people do when someone dies, like getting struck in the head with a mace, or shot full of arrows.
Baelor of House Targaryen, Prince of Dragonstone, heir apparent to the Iron Throne.
Titles.
Attending the funeral is, of course, Baelor's son, Valar, with his famous streak of Targaryen white and his otherwise Dornish brown hair. Behind him is his wife Kiera, and can you guess what she is?
A Taroshi?
Correct, which is why her hair is dyed pink. The Taroshi are known for dyeing their hair and beards in all kinds of funky colors, like the pirates in House of the Dragon, or Salador San and Daario Naharis from Game of Thrones. Well, in the books anyway. And on the left, we have cousin Manfred Dondarrion and two silver-haired ladies who could be either Uncle Maekar's daughters, Daela and Rey, or his brother Rhaegel's daughters, Alora and Denora, who goes on to marry Aerion, the poor thing. Or any combination of the four, it's not important. Maekar himself is flanked by his son Egg and an elderly pair who could be any old Valyrians or distant cousins. And by that I mean Aegon the Unworthy's bastards! This girl could be a Martell because her hair is dark, and these guys could be Kingsguard because, obviously,
Pretty white gowns.
notable absentees include Baelor's wife Jenna and King Daeron, Baelor's father, but perhaps it's too much to ask that they ride all the way from King's Landing to Ashford. Or perhaps they're saving themselves for a bigger and better ceremony in the Great Sept, named after Baelor's namesake, Baelor the Blessed, who ruled some 30 years earlier and commissioned the Sept to be built in the first place. It's on the steps of the Great Sept that Ned Stark is eventually executed. Ned sees his daughter Arya looking on from a statue of Baelor the Blessed, and one of his last acts is to call Yoren's attention to her location so he can escort her north before the Lannisters can catch her.
Baelor!
None of which would have ever happened, of course, if only Daddy Baelor had lived.
He was a good man.
He was a good man.
He was handsome.
He really put the bay in Baelor, didn't he?
Your father, he was
gentle.
Would have been a true king, a good king.
a great man.
He never touched me.
Okay.
He died in my armor.
No use in thinking what if. What if I hadn't lent him that armor, or stepped up to fight for Dunk instead of him?
The gods have made their will known.
It's not your fault, sweet boy. It's not your fault.
Why would the gods take him and leave you?
Because the realm needs good men?
Be gone with you.
We went by your camp, but you weren't there.
Well, yeah, he was walking off his little scuffle with Arian.
Started getting worried.
Nah, a lance to the belly, getting stabbed 9 times, and a dagger through the hand never killed anyone. Maester says he's dying, but never mind that old hack, he's fine.
Everybody blames me for his death, don't they?
I don't.
Man, find yourself a friend who'll be there for you like Raymond. What a stand-up guy, always looking out for his mates.
You hungry? Are you hungry? Will you join me in my tent for a cup of cider? I will take my cousin's place.
So much better than that weasel Stefan.
I fight with Prince Arian and the accusers.
See how green the shield is?
It's better to be an unripe green apple than a wormy red one.
Green f***ing boys!
We see plenty of green boys every tourney.
Speak of the devil, it's Rowan, the ginger who mocked and pitied Dunk in episode 1.
It's like a knight, but sadder. Be good to your body, knight. Last one you like to have.
And the only one among the nobles, aside from Egg, to openly cheer for Dunk in the Trial of 7.
Come on!
Huh? My wife. Rowan, of the green apple fossilways.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Duncan.
Oh, right.
Yeah, let's not spoil Raymond's reward by revealing that Rowan was working for Manfred last we saw her.
Told me he's on a mission to turn the whole world red.
Pleased to meet you, too, Lady Rowan.
Anyway, she said I've got a with child now, so...
Feels like a boy.
What colour hair? Red.
Red hair, very pretty.
Gingers are beautiful.
Oh, I like red hair.
We are kissed by fire.
So much for the green branch of the apple tree, am I right?
The seed is strong.
Sir Duncan! Prince Maekar demands a word.
No, don't do that! Your hand still hasn't healed from the...
I'll be fine.
Oh. Well, I guess the Bravosi steroids have kicked in already, huh?
Congratulations.
I'm sending Arion to the east. A few years in the free cities may change him for the better.
You mean a paid holiday to the Westerosi equivalent of Cancun might straighten out the arrogant playboy?
Don't think that's likely.
Nah, just send him 2-3 years Vestothrak and forget. It worked wonders for Daenerys in Arlen.
It is known.
Might even come back composing cross-cultural music, you never know.
Some men will say I meant to kill my brother.
You swung the mace, my lord.
Careful now.
If I had not fought, you would have had my hand and foot. I mean, how can a foot be worth a prince's life?
I'm glad you asked. Remember Summer Hall, the future event where Egg, in his pursuit to bring dragons back to the world, burns down the estate after a failed experiment with dragon eggs and wildfire? Word on the Dothraki street is that Dunk, who at this point is Egg's Kingsguard, will make use of his hands and feet to maybe knock down a door or otherwise carry or save the pregnant Rhaella Targaryen, Egg's granddaughter, who, once at a safe distance from the Inferno, gives birth to Rhaegar Targaryen, Jon Snow's biological father.
Mightn't it be that some morrow will come when the realm will need that foot even more than a prince's life?
Not bloody likely.
You never know.
Maekar also talks about how people will blame him and Dunk respectively for Baelor's death, regardless of what's true.
The gods know it is a lie, but I will hear the whispers to the day I die.
That's just the downside of being among the privileged few in the realm who can, read.
And a mind needs books like a sword needs a whetstone.
Each time a battle is lost or a crop fails, the fools will say Baelor would not have let it happen.
Yep, the poors suck. Isn't there a red priest around here who could try and revive Baelor? Pretty sure Melisandre's alive at this point.
Find her.
I mean, he's already cremated, so it's not...
Ow! My youngest son seems to have grown fond of you, sir. He tells me he will serve no knight but you. Will you have him?
Great, your knighthood is recognized by the royal family. Precisely what you wanted since episode 1.
I'm a knight, I'll have you know.
My lord's tourney is a contest for knights. You a knight?
You don't look to be a knight.
There is a place for you at Summer Hall. You'll swear your sword to me, and Aegon can squire for you.
Great, that's exactly what you wanted since episode 2.
Maybe some great house might take me into its service. Perhaps even House Targaryen.
While you train him, my master-at-arms will finish your own training.
Perfect. This closes the gap between you and the Lionel Baratheons of the world who...
train sword and lance with the finest masters at arms in the realm.
Beg your pardon, lord, but I think I'm done with princes.
What?
What the f*** wrong with him?
Are you kidding me? After having your knighthood acknowledged and offered your dream job, you decline because you're done with princes? You've only ever met a few, and most of them were nice, like your new little brother Egg.
He's a good boy. He's a good lad.
And another being Baelor, the literal best shit in the Seven Kingdoms?
He was a great man.
May the gods keep him.
You even swore your sword to him like yesterday.
I am your man. Please. Your man.
A third one being the man offering to train you for the job you always wanted, but you're done with all of them based on one rotten egg and a sour grape?
I assume you pour me a cup of wine.
You're in no position to be done with princes. You can't even afford to ransom back your own horse.
Yep.
All right, well, you still have to break it to egg yourself.
I can't, Egg. I'm sorry.
Maybe you're not the knight I thought you were.
Oh, and maybe for more reasons than one.
Why did you never knight me? Did you think I'd leave you? Or was it something else?
Whether Dunk's dubbing ever happened remains a mystery, and I personally think it didn't.
Am I to be a knight one day, sir?
Were there witnesses to your dubbing?
Only a robin in a thorn tree.
That's a long sword you wear.
Yes, it is mine by right.
It's an odd thing to say.
So Duncan, knight me.
Raymond, I shouldn't.
And the gods don't favour a fraud.
Then why have they favoured me?
But let me know what you think in the comments.
When a lord calls his banners, it's custom for each to nail a penny to the oak in the square.
And did you know that in A Dance with Dragons, Jaime Lannister actually camps his army at Pennytree while reasserting control over the Riverlands? He even tries to count the pennies nailed to the oak in the square.
Oh, it's a great old tree. And yet, it's often hard to find a spare bit to nail a new penny.
And in the night, Jaime is visited by Brienne, who pleads that he come with her on a secret mission to save Sansa Stark from the Hound, which of course doesn't happen in the show, but check out my video comparing the books with Game of Thrones to find out more.
And that's why they call it the penny tree.
Oh.
A true knight always finishes a story.
I mean...
Well...
What do I even say at this point? Okay, that's it. I need this for my funeral.
How did they get the bees to swarm like that?
Man, the Beesburys are always hard done by. Remember Lyman, who was killed by Criston Cole for opposing the Hightowers coup that started the Dance of the House of the Dragons?
I will have no part.
Now Humphrey perishing to a Kingsguard defending the honor of an entitled little shit? And then omitted entirely from Game of Thrones. Anyway, there's Daeron, the other entitled little shit.
Have you no shame coming here? Those men are dead because of you.
Indeed. If it weren't for Daeron lying to his father that Dunk had stolen egg from that inn...
You lied about me.
Then Aerion wouldn't have called for a trial of 7.
Daeron has been wronged as well.
And he'd have had to settle for either a regular trial by combat or withdraw the accusation altogether, sparing the lives of Humphrey, and Baelor.
You did this!
My brother wasn't always such a little monster.
Egg is no monster.
Not yet, anyway.
I didn't mean Egg, but Aerion was quite the glad child once. He liked fishing.
Like fishing.
Uh-oh.
What's the saying?
Perhaps the seeds of madness are sown in the womb, as the maesters say.
Every time a Targaryen is born, the gods flip a coin.
I cut it off, brother. I didn't want to look like you. Aerion used to put his knife in between my legs. Maybe one night he'd make me his sister, then he could marry me.
Targaryens wed brothers and sisters for 300 years.
That's not the same.
Well, it's not far off.
What are you talking about?
Fornication, treason, incest.
But it's highly unlikely.
Quiet, woman.
I want you to know I do not blame you for ruining my name day.
Oh yes, Gwyn's name day. I'd already forgotten the official reason the tourney at Asher was held in the first place.
It was a rotten thing they've done to you, and you were right in your reply.
This is really good writing, you know.
Thanks.
No, I mean it. It's realistic little exchanges like this that makes the world come alive. And the fact that it doesn't take up, say, the majority of the episode means it's not filler either.
I didn't ask.
Well, credit where credit's due. And I don't need anyone's permission to tell it as it is, so...
Good. I will take Egg to Squire, but not at Summerhall.
Excellent choice, sir. We wouldn't want him to turn into another drunkard like Daeron or arrogant brat like Aerion, would we?
Might be he's better served away from castles and servants and...
His family?
Now you're getting it.
I would bring him on the road with me. Sleep in inns, stables, maybe under a tree when we must.
Aegon is blood of the dragon. You cannot sleep in ditches and eat hard salt beef.
Oh, Maekar, I can't eat hard salt beef.
All the beef Aerion ever ate was taken rare and bloody.
He's my last son.
Meaning Maekar has given up hope on the first 3? Can't blame him. Though Aemon can't be that bad. You know, the guy currently at the Citadel studying to be a maester?
You're Aemon Targaryen.
My father was Maekar. My brother Aegon reigned after him when I had refused the throne, and he was followed by his son Aerys, whom they called the Mad King.
Aemon kind of forgot about Jaehaerys II, who reigned some 3 years between Egg and Aerys, but who can blame him? He's like 100 years old when he says that. Wait, you're not leaving without your best girl Sweetfoot, right?
If I win, I'll come back and buy you again. I promise.
Well, it was kind of a big deal not 3 episodes ago.
Sweetfoot! What are you doing here, girl?
Wow, lucky break.
Figured an old friend might brighten it up for you.
Man, isn't this guy just the best?
Father always spoke about building out the cider business, opening a new barreling outfit.
Foss away. Probably the best brew in the world.
Cider.
New barreling outfit, new heraldry, new wife. This guy is going places.
I think an orchard might suit her better.
You certain?
No, Dunk's breaking Arlen's rule about not getting too attached to a horse again.
Oh, there, Sweetfoot. Do you like apples?
All right, well, only one riding horse left. Best hope Egg doesn't show up and...
Sir Duncan! My Lord Father says I am to serve you.
Serve you, sir.
Manners, Egg, or you'll earn yourself that clout in the ear.
Do you want a clout in the ear?
Nah, Dunk wouldn't actually do that. Or would he?
Where are we going, sir?
Don't know.
Well, you should probably go and see a maester, or at least resupply on Bravosi's steroids for the mortal injuries you sustained yesterday.
Suppose we could go anywhere in the Seven Kingdoms, though I've never been to
9. There are 9 kingdoms, sir.
Are you mad?
I still don't know how his coin has landed.
Crownlands, Westlands, Stormlands, Riverlands, the Iron Islands, the North, the Reach, the Vale of Arryn, and Dawn.
No, but...
Okay, not to be that guy, though, to be fair, that's exactly who I am. Unlike the other regions mentioned, the Crownlands were never a sovereign kingdom in its own right, but a region contested by the River Kings and Storm Kings.
Is that relevant?
Well, that means, by your own logic, that Aegon did conquer 7 kingdoms. And if you consider how the Riverlands and Iron Islands were united by Harren the Black before Aegon, it means he actually only conquered 6 kingdoms, making it exactly 7 at the present day, now that Dorne is also part of the realm. Though I suspect Egg probably knows this and he's just messing with Dunk, who has no way of correcting him.
I've never been over the Red Mountains before, and I hear they have good publishers in Dawn.
Hey, and maybe they can reunite with Tencel, whose failed attempt at launching another Blackfire rebellion led to this...
miserable circus.
This is mockery.
I'm kidding. It wasn't an attempt at revolution. It was just an innocent puppet show. Or was it?
Well, the boys are back together. But what does our future hold? Can a few years in the hedges make a man out of Egg? Or will his coin land on the wrong side of history?
Where's Aegon?
I've not seen him, my prince.
Where the f*** is he?
Well. Another change from the books as Egg never got his father's permission to go with Dunk in the first place. Can they evade Maekar's might as they make their mark on the motherland? Or will the prince's pressure put these penniless peas in a pod on a path to penance? This, perhaps, and more, next season on A Night of the 7 Kingdoms.
You're meant to be dead.